Hello students, we at RC Reddy IAS Study Circle are going to start the course on Anthropology as an optional subject for UPSC Civil Services exam. And regarding this particular course, there is going to be an orientation session which is to be conducted on 12th June at 6:30 in the evening. When you look at the faculty who is going to handle the subject, some part of anthropology will be handled by Nadeem Hasnain sir, who is the author of 6 books on anthropology, and those 6 books are the most referred sources when it comes to the mains examination with respect to anthropology as a subject. And some part will be handled by me. Now when we look at the speciality of the course, and when we observe what is the demarcating features with respect to this particular course, is one, is you're going to learn from the author of 6 most referred books for anthropology as a subject. Apart from that, there will also be a clear-cut notes which is going to be given, because, for example, when we look at the dynamics of anthropology, we see that anthropology as a subject, most of the people perceive that it is more of a static subject. For the reason that we see there is genetics, for the reason that we see archaeology, for the reason that we see some tribal sections of the society which are existing. And there what do we observe? We see, we think, or we perceive that it is more of a static in nature. But we have to understand, when we observe the changing trends with respect to the examination, if you observe the 2020 question paper, or 2021 question paper, or 2023 question paper, which was the most recent one, in that we see the examiner is looking into making the subject more dynamic. For example, in one of the questions, there was a question on glottochronology. In one of the questions with respect to the description about the different softwares which are being used for the data collection in the context of anthropology, or for that case, the Arjun Appadurai's understanding of globalization with respect to anthropological perspective. So that means what is happening is we observe that the subject is seen to be becoming dynamic. And in this particular course, we are going to not only emphasize on the static, we would see a right mixture of static along with this contemporary understandings, because you would be learning from the social scientist, that is Nadeem Hasnain sir, who will be incorporating number of field case studies and real-time studies when it comes to the subject. Then apart from that, we also see that the subject will be updated and the subject will be dealt by covering the necessary current affairs and how to organically incorporate this current affairs whenever we are writing an answer. Because at the end of the day, we have to observe that in the recent past, we see that anthropology has been faring well in the examination, and we see number of rankers choosing anthropology as an optional. So we will, in the orientation session on 12th June, we are going to discuss that why should we choose anthropology as an optional? What are we going to deal in anthropology? What is the syllabus of anthropology, and how are we going to interlink the paper 1 and paper 2? Because it is generally observed, and as per my experience, it is observed that we see that when we are able to interlink paper 1 along with paper 2, we see that generally the examiners are looking for such kind of interlinkages. For example, we say anthropological thought. We should be able to link the anthropological thought, the dimensions which are present there, maybe with the concepts of ethnicity in the context of paper 2. So in that context, what is happening is we see some kind of interlinkage is what is being asked, what is being observed, and what is being demanded for you to score good in anthropology. So all of those dimensions will be discussed in the orientation session, which is to be conducted on 12th June at 6:30 p.m. at RC Reddy IAS Study Circle, Himayat Nagar. The details regarding the course and the registration details are present in the description. Thank you.